Ah, it's... There you go. That's your intro tonight. Just it's. Hello, everybody. It's me, Zachman103. How's everybody doing? I'm pausing for a moment there because I realized in my intro, I say it's me after saying it's. How many more times can I say it's? Is it an expedition? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is doing well. I am so sorry. That's one way to start to see. I can't speak now. It's Monday. That's my excuse. Hello, Jetbolt. Hello, Nightbot. Hello, Seribot. Hello, Reending. Hello, Amber. Hello, Viggo. Hello, Mel. Hello, Todd. Hello, Lurkers. Hello, anyone watching this back on Zachman103 Archives. I don't have anything to say other than you see it in the pinned message there. The viewer survey is something that we are still doing. The viewer survey is open until the 23rd of December. Please take the survey questions seriously and give your answers seriously. The survey may be long, but it does help shape the future of all my content. That is for dang sure. I don't have any other words to start to say, so let's get into the game. Krusty the Clown, hey hey. I almost said Krusty Krab, hey hey. Krusty Krab pizza. It is the pizza, apparently. We have ourselves a slack off in Eterna Forest, and we shall go find out our Trophy Garden encounter now, because I can. How is the audio chat? It sounds a bit quiet in my ear, but that is mainly because there is a fan on in the background. So now I have just doubled my audio to 40, and if an alert goes off, I'm going to get jump scared out of my seat. That is all I'm going to say. Hello, Zach and Shadow. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing well, Ranging, despite something a little bit earlier. And what I mean by that is I forgot that I'm an adult. To put it in a way that makes sense, I forget most days that I am an adult. Wait, what? Okay, to explain this as best as I can, my brain does this thing where it feels as if it needs to ask for permission to do everything. I don't know why, but that's just how my brain is. It feels as if I need to ask permission in order to be able to do anything. I don't know why that is the case, nor should that be the case, but that's just how my brain is. So, a lot of the time, I forget that I'm 26. I can do things. I don't need to ask permission from anyone to do things. And the excuse that we get... It was Azurill, by the way. The excuse that I continue to give myself is, oh, I need to ask for permission in order to be able to do something. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is the case, nor... I don't know. Just Zach's brain doing a dumb thing and forgetting, basically. But also... Zach being forgetful, I guess. Maybe that's just something because of either social anxiety when it's talking to people, not talking to people, but going out is scary to me in a lot of ways. And I don't necessarily understand why that is, unless it's something that I really want to go and do. But even then, I don't want to make excuses for going out to do said thing. Really silly Zachman brain, but yeah. If I wanna go out and go on a bus trip or something, I can do that. I don't need to be like, hey, can I go out for a bit? Can I go? Can I take a bus to go somewhere? I don't need to do that. I can just go, hey, I'm going on a bus. I'm going somewhere for a day. Because I can. I'm just trying to think of Zach things to make Zach's brain make Zach sense, you know? Being an adult is silly sometimes, is all I will say. Especially when you forget that you're an adult. It's just one of those blonde moments, as we call it in our house. But yes, I don't need to ask permission from anyone to do anything. I can go out and do stuff. That is something I can do. Speaking of things that I did today, I bought way too many games. EB Games was having a buy one get one free on retro games, and I just went, oh. Oh. So Zach bought games, and well, don't like Zach right now, but Zach saw games, and Zach went, Zach won't. And there were some damn good deals as well. I saw Animal Crossing New Leaf for $28 and I nearly had a heart attack. I own Animal Crossing New Leaf. I got it when it was around the time of release. And yeah, trust me when I say, oh my god, I wish it was $28 back when we first got it. But also, a lot of games' prices are interesting. I saw a Knights game for the Nintendo Wii for $8, and I just went, nice. I didn't even realize there was a Knights game for the Wii. Today I learned there was a Knights game for the Wii. For only $8? Yes. 8 quackaroos, as we call it here. You didn't? No. I did not know that there was a Knights game for the Wii. Reminder, I don't really look outside the Nintendo sphere all too often. I should. Let's not get it twisted, I should. Ah! Wakey, Zach. You went to bed at 2 last night because you watched the Formula 1 Grand Prix finale. You watched the final race of the F1 season and it was a snooze fest. But no, I didn't know that there was a Knights game for the Wii. Because I don't necessarily look outside of the Nintendo sphere too much. I should, though, is what I'm getting at. That and also more physical games because Zach can't help himself. I'm not going Claire levels of crazy, okay? I'm not going 16,000 or however many games Claire has. But also, I want to play video games, but there's also some games that I need to reclaim from younger Zach because younger Zach was silly and sold a few games that he really shouldn't have. But he's getting them back now. Slowly, but surely. Just a quick reminder, because Zach needs to remember for himself. We are close to double odds. We are very close to double odds. I just need to see what the number was because Zach forgot. There it is. $1,366. That is the magic number. That is the number we do not want to hit. If we hit 1,366, we're officially double odds. And that won't be fun. But also, we have been doing this since July, June. So give me the shiny, please. I would like to have somewhat of a fresh... I would like to have somewhat of a fresh hunt for the new year. Hi, JDB. Hope you're doing well. Always good to see you. And I did see that luck from Amber, so thank you for the luck. Fingers crossed. What will you do after you get the shiny? Cry. I won't do that. But I will probably just be excited and then turn this game off. I will be excited, save the game, and then turn the game off. And then I will have a clear schedule for the freaking last 2 weeks of stream. Oh. Last week and a bit of streams. There's only 7 streams after tonight. Before the end of the year. Shiny Hunt's just more of an excuse to just chat with chat. In a way, yes. Because seriously, all I'm doing here is just pressing up and down. I don't need to focus on game, except for when I press A sometimes. And just see what the Pokemon is. But it can just be a just chatting sort of thing. And it's always cool. Did I say if you got the shiny, I'd give away a copy of ZA? You did. You did say that. Because you are silly. That was the agreement that we had. Why am I yawning all of a sudden? Is there a Switch 2 attached to that copy of ZA, says Amber. Oh no. Isn't there a Switch... Hang on, isn't there a Switch 2 ZA bundle? I know it's a digital copy, but... Pretty sure there's a Switch 2 Pokemon Legends ZA bundle, is there not? Something along those lines. Why am I yawning? I was all good up until stream, and then I started going up and down, and now I'm sad. I can tell what Rainding's been watching recently. Just by the blue sky post that Rainding just put up. Boy, I wonder what Rainding's been watching in his spare time. Hi, Will. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey, Zach. What are you doing? Stop being so tired. Why are you eepy man 103 today? You didn't really do much. Your time just got away from you. Except for the fact that you woke up this, that you didn't really want to wake up this morning. That came off a lot darker than what it was meant to, but also at the same time, last night was not fun for me. I'll put it to you that way, and I will leave it at that. Good to see you. Well, I'm good, and how are you? Better, is what I will say to that. Especially after what I just said then. But yes, doing better. Bam, 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 ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-da-ba. Just watching as encounters continue to fly by and we somehow, some way, cry ourselves to sleep and get close to pecking double odds in this pecking game. Not bad. Not bad at all. It did take a little bit to actually get into the game, Amber, today. Mainly because there hasn't been a patch to update the crashing issue with Switch 2. Or with the... What the hell am I trying to say? With Brilliant Diamond and the 2 Switches, I believe. Considering there is that... It was that dock update, technically, that caused the issue with crashing. Or the most recent update with Switch 2, which also updated the docks, that caused this game to have a bit of an issue. But I was able to get in, so... I have a conversation starter. If you could choose your natural hair color, what would you... Would you change it? And if so, what color? I probably wouldn't necessarily change my hair color. I did start off as very blonde. But over time, as you can clearly see, it's become a lot more darker. So I wouldn't necessarily want to change my hair color. I had thought about that in the past, actually. Mainly because of the whole silly high school thing where you're like, oh, I want to be with people, or I want to be able to attract more people. So what if I dyed my hair? The color I was thinking back then was a black, but I don't particularly think that that would have been beneficial in any way anyways. It was a thought, but nothing I really wanted to fully go on with. I have to dye my hair to get rid of the grays from dark brown to red. Mel just really wants to go down the Misty route. Just to appease Todd more. That's a joke. Well, I know Todd's more of a Sonic fan than a I almost said a Dr. Mario fan. That's not right. Alternate timeline where black hair Zack 103 was a thing. Alternate timeline where Zackman 103 doesn't actually exist in a streaming or a content platform was very nearly a thing as well. But that's conversation for another time, and a whole bunch of what ifs would have had to have happened. Hey Sandslash, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need to keep my natural hair color or blue. I knew a friend. I used to have a friend who would dye their hair all different colors. And I really don't see the appeal of the unnatural hair color. Maybe I'm just weird, or maybe I just don't understand stuff, but a lot of the time you look like you are a crazy person if you dye your hair, say, like a pink or a blue or something along those lines. Not saying that it doesn't look good. There's some people with, like, highlights that look good. Clearly you need to watch more anime. Maybe, but at the same time, I don't know. Just colors where you can tell that it is really dyed and not necessarily natural. I don't know. I don't know. As for the reason why I'm not friends with that person anymore, it is mainly my fault, and that is something that I will 100% take aim about and regret for a lot of years, because Zach was silly and made people feel uncomfortable. So that's just the way life is, and when you make someone feel uncomfortable, you get hit with bad results because you are an idiot. But that is just me venting when I really shouldn't be. And I'm not talking the blue toad type of vent. That's sus, motherpecker. I'm joking, blue toad's not sus. I mean, he is a blue toad, and they are pretty sus, let's be real here, but... I'm joking, obviously. Frickin'... Nah, blue toad's really cool. Really cool, and I do know that he had, I hope he's okay. I did hear something. I won't lie. I'll quickly read Amber's message, and then I will quickly jump back to the conversation of Blue Toad, because it's important. I dyed my hair recently, but I'm kind of keeping it on the DL to catch people off guard at the cons I'm going to soon. I didn't realize that you had dyed your hair, Amber, but then again, it's been a while since you or I had really sent a video or a picture towards each other in a jokey way. How Blue Toad specifically sus? I think Blue Toads are more specifically sus because they're the ones that you don't know what they're gonna do. With a red toad, you clearly understand, okay, they're gonna be helpful and other things like that. A yellow toad is a yellow toad. No one really cares about a yellow toad. But a blue toad? That motherpecker could be standing right in front of you and have one of his friends come around the back and steal all your luggage. So is this like a race thing? I would like to hope not. But also, what indicates the different colors of toad while we're on this conversation? Why not have one singular color for all the toads? Is it a race thing? This is getting into territory I did not want to think about when it comes to toads. Yeah, I'm concerned now. Send help. But to quickly jump back to what JDB said, I do also hope that Blue Toad is okay. I did hear something in regards to them not really feeling sure. Let me just read what I read. Yeah, Blue Toad feeling as if he doesn't belong, or doesn't really feel as if he's wanted around. I will say this specifically for my community, Blue Toad is definitely wanted and definitely belongs here. If I have made Blue Toad feel as if he does not belong and doesn't feel like he deserves to be around here, then I am failing as a streamer, because that is not the objective. I try to make sure that everyone in my community feels as safe and as welcome as what they can be, and as involved and as belonged of this community as what they can be. I know very recently, chat, Shinx has hit the fan in this community. Let's not beat around the bush. There's a lot of things that are going wrong. I'm glad the viewer survey came at the time as it the time that it has, because I would like to address the stuff that is going wrong. But at the same time, I know that a lot of it comes back on me, and I need to be able to take a lot of constructive criticism, and I'm definitely copying it in the viewer survey from things that I've seen so far. It's understandable. But I try to make sure that everyone feels as involved and as included in this community as what they can. And as what I can, you know? I don't try... I know that I like to spend a lot of time in VC with a lot of the same particular people. I do want to try and expand that out, but at the same time, I've kind of fallen into a little bit of a rhythm of just picking the same people over and over again. Not that there's anything wrong with the people that we have on co-coms a lot of the time, but I also don't want people to feel as if they're more special than others in the community, because that's not the case. And that shouldn't be the case. There isn't a tier list to this Shinx, despite the fact that a lot of people have VIP. So it's kind of an oxymoron with me trying to explain what I'm explaining here. But everyone is still a part of the same community, and everyone should be able to feel involved and included in said community without having to feel as if they need to question anything. Did any of that make any sense? I don't freaking know. But what Amber says right there, Blue Toad's a cool motherfricker. I very much enjoyed Enjoyed? That makes it sound like Blue Toad's gone. Blue Toad's gone! No. I very much enjoy Blue Toad's presence. And that will always be the case. And I do hope that hopefully soon Blue Toad will be better. And, you know, back to their normal, cheerful Blue Toad self. I need eggs, and I need them yesterday. I also needed this shiny, but this shiny's rapidly approaching the double odds encounter rate, and that is painful for me on a multitude of scales. I like listening to Blue Toad's voice during his content. He's got a nice voice to listen to. He does. He does. Big fan of voice over Blue Toad. I need eggs too, for real, for real? Damn. If you see me going to look over at the right of my screen, it is mainly just to double check that there hasn't been any dropped frames, because I was alerted just before stream started, a couple of hours before stream started, that an Australian streamer that Jetbolt was watching was having issues with OBS. So I'm just looking over to make doubly sure that nothing's going wrong on my end. So if you see me dart over to have a look at the dropped frames, well, if you see me look over to the right here to have a look at my second monitor, it is me double checking my dropped frames and my kbps. Kilobits per second is what I believe that stands for. I believe. To be sure, to be sure. We're 9 encounters away from this being double odds. It may actually be less than that now. I'm pretty sure it is less than that now. It could be 8. 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Amber, too much. Amber, not all the luck. More luck. Also, Amber, why are you awake? Have you got nerves currently? Are you worried about travel coming up soon? Because I know that you're going to... was it Holiday Matsuri? Was that the one coming up? Come on, Zach. Surely you got that right. You probably didn't, but you'll... No, travel doesn't worry me. Okay, cool. Unless it was Howlcon. It was one of the two. It's either Holiday Matsuri or Howlcon. I can't remember. Howlcon is probably Holiday Matsuri. I don't know. Frigate. Holomat is in 2 weeks. I got it. That's Christmas holiday. That's Christmas. Why are they having a... Who has... Okay. Ugh. Yeah. That reminds me, Zeldathon's coming up as well, after Christmas. And Streamers versus Everybody ended today, and that was fun. I didn't really post about it online, because I was just... I don't know, I didn't really... I was paying attention, but not really paying attention to Streamers versus Everybody. Because, again, I don't know, it wasn't really advertised a lot. Because that's another thing that a lot of these events, a lot of these charity events seem to forget about is advertising. Maybe that's just me, maybe I wasn't paying attention to the right channels, but at the same time, if you want people to be excited for it, you need to talk about your events a bit more than, oh, here's the date, and then, oh, date's here, may as well do it. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something, but yeah. I didn't really hear much about Streamers versus Everybody, nor am I hearing much about the next Zeldathon coming up. Again, maybe I'm just not paying attention to the right channels, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm up because, yes. I would like an egg to crack, please and thank you. And then that should be a shiny. Please do not go double odds. I will be very upsetty spaghetti. But at the same time, this game just doesn't like shiny hunts at the moment. Shining Pearl seems to be my lucky one at the moment. I say that, and Shining Pearl had the mine go 4,000? Somewhat close to odds? Just a little bit over odds? I do not remember at this stage. Either or. I should probably note down a lot of these shiny hunts, huh? I should probably be taking more notes. Which comes back to the conversation that Amber and I had. Was it Saturday? Saturday. Amber and I had a conversation about notes during Rainding's gaming gaming stream. But yeah, I should really be taking more notes. I think I just need to do a lot better at admin, which is insane because I have a background in administration. But at the same time, I'm not very good at admin. I'm not very good at jobs in general. Why do you think I've been unemployed for over 2.5 years, basically? We're 6 away from double odds. This is sad. Give me an egg! I don't care if the two Pokemon get along. I want the egg! Give me the egg! It shouldn't matter that my Ditto is Australian and the other one's Japanese. Give me the egg! Give me the shiny egg! We've been here too long. I have found 3 shinies in ZA before I found a single freaking Charmander. You really want some breakfast style eggs right now? What's your favorite type of egg? Amber, how do you normally have your eggs? I'm talking breakfast eggs, not the transgender eggs. Don't ask how that works, because I don't know. I'm just saying words. Sue me. Why? Congrats on the shinies. Thank you. I hope to be able to let you guys talk about ZA in my Discord soon. I just haven't beaten the game yet. Nor did I touch the game today, and I probably won't be able to touch the game tomorrow. But we shall see. Depends. Scrambled is awesome on a sandwich, but mainly sunny side over, easy with the runny yolk, is great for dipping toast or some sausage. Ooh. I don't really eat eggs. That's a fun fact about me. I don't actually have eggs by themselves. If the egg's cooked in with something else, I'll have it then, but I don't have eggs. I'm more of a bacon and I'm more of a beans on toast sort of person. So in a way, I'm a bit more British than Mel. I'm sorry, Mel. I had to do it. I had to say it. But yeah, I like baked beans. If I'm given the choice between egg and baked beans, I take baked beans. Specifically Heinz baked beans. It's a texture thing. That feels like it should be a shirt if it's not a shirt already. I know a friend who has never had another meat other than chicken and just refuses to try anything else. I tried to get them to try steak quite a few times, but they won't budge. I wouldn't mind going somewhat vegan. Just personally. Or even just going with the meat-free alternatives or whatever the heck it is. Just because, to be completely honest, I'm getting a little tired of meat in a bit of a way. That, and also, my god, just all these horror stories that you hear from abattoirs and other things like that. I don't know. It's wild. I could never go vegetarian. I love me my dead animal slices. I think I just want to more mix up my diet a bit. Then again, I also need to stop snacking as much as what I do. But that's just me. Plant-based, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Mel. I have had plant-based meats before. It's actually not that bad. Sure, the smell isn't necessarily good, but smell's not the biggest thing when it comes to eating, you know? Controversial opinion, but that's just my opinion, and I'm gonna stick with it. It all comes down to taste, exactly. I wouldn't... obviously, I wouldn't be able to go full-on vegetarian. But being able to, you know, mix up my diet a little bit, I wouldn't have a problem with that. That maybe just start eating a lot more healthier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also an adult. I can do what I want. See? Rainding, it circled back. I did it. It circled back around, Rainding. I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I can do this shit. I don't need to ask permission or, you know, things like that. I can do it if I want to. Jeez. It all circles back around. If you want to eat healthier but still eat meat, pork would be the best option. That is true. I couldn't, but also I probably wouldn't be able to turn down a porterhouse steak or a chicken parma. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Let's be fair here. Let's be fair here. Eating healthy is just something I never see myself doing. I enjoy food a lot, and my... 2 more eggs, and we go double odds. I enjoy food a lot, and why would I compromise my enjoyments of food in life when I can just exercise it off? Here's the thing, it's technically a balance of both exercise and also eating healthy that makes you apparently feel better, or something along those lines. But at the same time, I don't really like having a bit of a stomach. And when I see my dad, like, when I see my dad sometimes, I just go, Jesus, I don't want to end up like that. And then realize that I'm ending up like that. And I don't want that. I eat a balanced diet, but I also like snacking on crap too. That's the other thing, is that for me, it's a lot more snacking. And it's mainly impulse snacking because it's just, you know, whatever's around, I will have. Which is silly. But at the same time, I could just choose to change what I'm snacking on and probably eat a little healthier as well. There are some protein bars in the thing, but they weren't bought for me. They were bought for my sister, and her husband bought them, so they're not for Zachman to touch. Next egg is double odds, chat. Our next egg is double odds. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna make me very sad. But it is something that I have to do. And have to deal with, because this is reality. You get a shiny Pokemon rather quickly, or you go double of odds. Preemptive 07. Here it is. The double odd egg, because we do not have the shiny charm. I'm very sad. We're now over odds twice. Twice over odds. Brutal game. Brutal shiny hunt. Welcome to Dialga. Levels of pain. You can start eating better by slowly changing certain things bit by bit, like changing from white to whole grain / multigrain bread, or changing out chocolate bars to protein or granola bars. I definitely need to have more protein bars. And granola bars aren't that bad either. I should also probably start eating I don't know. What's the like honeycomb thing that we have in the thing? I don't know. Just start eating better in some ways. Little changes like that are why I don't. If I'm gonna eat, I want to eat yummy. Not things I don't like. Just eat less by waiting longer between meals. I mean, true. Here's the thing. There's no right or wrong way. I mean, technically people will argue there is a right and wrong way. But at the same time, there really isn't a right or wrong way to do this. It's just you choose what you want to do. Everyone is different. Exactly. Exactly. Something I always need to remember at the best of times, because not everyone has the same mindset of a Zack man. Not everyone is a Zack man. The world does not revolve around the Zack man. Do you think if a mythical fawn was refusing to share his apples, they would say, "Share, man dear"? Hi, Cinder. I am Scotland. Welcome back, JDB. Speaking of, I think my hunger is keeping me up, so I'm gonna grab a snacky. All good. Enjoy the snacky. Charmander. I'm mad now. Cinder's made me mad. Cinder didn't make me mad. Cinder just makes me mean. I should get up from my bed. You probably should, JDB. Get up. Pichu's had enough hugs for now. You can hug Pichu again later. Just go to. Go, I almost said go to bed. You're already in bed. Get out of bed. Get out of bed. Get the peck out of bed. She's still sleeping, Zach. Get out of bed. Don't care, didn't ask, get out of bed. Get out of bed. It's your time to get out of bed. She also looks way too comfy. I don't get out of bed, Jetty. Get out of bed, Jetty. It's your time. You gotta get up. You gotta get up. Is it Pichu? Yes. Jetty's talking about Pichu. Jetty's also gotta get up and get out of bed. Get out of bed, Jetty. It is time. Get out of bed. That is an idea for a Blender image. Oh no. What have we done? I'm seriously starting to think that this Pokemon just does not exist. Shiny Pokemon just don't exist anymore in BDSP. We've used our luck. It's not here. It's gone. Right him up. Good. Now go to... No, I'm joking. Well, of course it doesn't exist. It hasn't been born yet. Touché. Touché! I paused. My t-shirt says I paused my game to be here. I wore this shirt on the final day of my first ever job. Because although things were bad, I didn't expect to technically be out the door the day that it happened, but there you go. That's just how it is. You ever think about how those two Pokemon in the daycare are doing? Because so far they have had 1,371 children to support through college. Financially ruined. Yep. We have single-handedly saved the Charmander population. There's no way we haven't. This is way too many eggs. A ridiculous amount of eggs, if you will. But them's the breaks sometimes. You just gotta deal with it. Hey, Nightbot, no. Actually, I think the end of this week is the cutoff date for parcels. I believe that's what was being said. Let me double check that information actually. Hold on. Yes. Cutoff dates by state for postal delivery. In Northern Territory and Western Australia, today is their cutoff date. That's it. This is for stuff to get to people by Christmas. South Australia, Tasmania, and Victoria are the 15th of December. The Australian Capital Territory and New South Wales are the 16th of December, and Queensland is the 17th of December. That is for parcels. So, I guess in a way, if you want to get me a Christmas present that isn't something on my Steam wish list, you haven't got very many days to do so. Just remember, phone gifts, Steam gifts, subs, gifted subs, bits, and tips are always optional, but greatly appreciated. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're almost at the break as well. We're chopping and changing throughout the evening tonight. We've done quite well. With a very lack thereof shiny hunt. Just cracking through the eggs right now. As soon as I say that, this one's going to take 400 years, but that's just the price that it be. Side note, I wonder how long they're going to wait this month to do another Nintendo Classics edition. Which reminds me, I gotta play some Battletoads. I gotta play some Battletoads at some point. Actually, I think we'll figure some stuff out soon enough. I don't have the schedule ready at all, so I don't know what the schedule for this week is looking like just yet. I did jokingly say that I might make this week the Get This Freaking Shiny week, but there's also Donkey Kong Country 2 to play this week. So I do know 2 streams this week, I just don't know what the other 2 streams are this week. A little trick I learned I could do with my model in Blender is that I can reverse the scale on the hair to have it the other way around. Almost like how anime... Boo. How anime hair can work. Nice. I do like seeing your blended stuff, to be honest. JDB, it's very nice. Your blender stuff is always very nice. That looks like it says something else. I need to resize the thing, methinks. because I broke it last week. So let's fix that now, shall we? I also know that I have to... unbreak a lot of things anyways, so let me just... There we go, that should be right. That should be fixed, and if I click this button... I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Do need to figure out a way to put in everyone's made by section though, but there we go. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better now. That is looking a heck of a lot better now. I'm gonna keep my webcam off just for a little bit, just to double check how the boop one looks. Specifically. Unless we get a shiny here, in which case, frick. But that's beside the point. Nope, we're all gay. We're all gay. Okay? Let me try that one again. Okay. I can word. I can definitely word. Oops, okay. It did used to mean happy, but people did not like that. People did not like that for whatever particular reason. That's just the internet some days, Amber. Just to clarify, I do like women, but also there's some trans people that look very freaking good as well, is what I will say. Well, people also don't like the word for bundle of sticks, so, you know, I mean, true. As, life. And people being silly. And other particular bullshinks. I don't know. Life being life. Are we gonna get back to the boop? I need to make sure it actually properly says boop. Hey, we're getting around, because there's my original profile picture. Made by Able PR. There we go. That looks a bit better. Now it doesn't look like it says boob. No boop for me? Damn. I see how it is. Damn. Ah. The two newest Blender images I made were inspired by original playthrough Kirby and the Forgotten Land. They also felt topical as Finder? Zachman. Zachman 103. As Cinder streamed that recently for the Switch 2 edition. Also, Finder, I made a mistake with speaking, Cinder. You know how I speak, and it sucks. Finder is just Cinder as a fish. Did she come back and go, I cast Shint? What the hell did... Hang on, what was the thing? It was from last week. I cast Fish Job on Cinder. I cast Fish! And now Cinder is Fish. The Cinder Fish is here. How lovely. Rainding gave me an idea. Oh no. Oh no. What? Amber. I cast mend butt crack. What do you mean? Do not mend the butt crack. For some reason I got reminded of the song Why Does It Hurt When I Pee? Don't ask me why. I don't know. My brain's going wild. That's just me, bitch. I cast infinite piss! Oh no, infinite? Not the infinite piss, that's horrifying. Why would you cast infinite piss? Why did I say that 4 times over? What am I doing with my life? I got the editing done for the done? I can't do my thing and do things and stuff things and things. Words. They suck. Do you like words? I don't. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I'm just here. Oh yeah, true. Infinite piss. Because that way you can get infinite shiny Yuxi boys. I mean, true. I still can't believe that was the way that we got shiny Yuxi, was by talking about piss. And the way that we got shiny Dialga was by him. By him. We're almost there. We're 6 Pokemon away from the break. And me finally crashing out. Are you breeding with 6 IVs? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is just me trying to get a shiny Charmander just because I want it. The birth of Yesem Seal was so powerful that it altered the timeline to create a mint-flavored time god. You're so right. You're so right, Cinder. Yeah, some seals getting a nice little bit of scratches here because we need some. Are the Charmanders in a special ball? No. I am just trying to get a shiny Charmander and have been exceptionally unlucky. But that is the way the cookie crumbles most times. Point proven. Just gonna boop the nose. Do you have the shiny charm and are you using Masuda method? Shiny charm, no. Masuda method, yes. Just being exceptionally unlucky. That's a dog barking in the background. I'm sorry about that. There is some artwork. Oh no! Oh no! The cinderfish is real. What happened with the... Oh, it's a love heart. Oh. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. It's a love heart down there. That's cute. I also zoomed in on the bottom half of the cinderfish. Why? Because you are a fish now. Look at your adorable face. Let me boop that nose. Fish. And there's JDB giving Evelyn a hug. Evelyn? Evelyn. 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 The fish looks familiar, but I can't put my finger on where I've seen it. Is it Freddy Fish? Is it in a Freddy Fish style? It wouldn't surprise me if it's a Freddy Fish style. No, I just made it up. Fair enough. It just looks familiar. Excuse me. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. The reason it looks familiar is because it's Cinder. Hey, you can't argue with that. You can't argue with that. I don't know why I thought it looked familiar then. There's too many cartoon fish. They're blending together in my brain. There's no... There's no... Then there's no... Here we go. Just giving Yesem Seal a scratch, because Yesem Seal's been a good seal. He's been a good boy, Seal. He's been a good seal. We ship him off to Canada tomorrow. That's a lie. He gets shipped off to Canada tomorrow. That's not happening. $1,382. Watch this somehow reach my frickin' Animal Crossing New Horizons total. That would be silly. That would be very silly. I'm just waiting at this point. We're 3 away from a break, so we're just currently in a bit of a... You know? Oh my god, my thing. My thing is happening. It's going. There it is. Oh my goodness. Bam, 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 bam. Still nothing. 2 away. And we're right here next to the old man. The old man. He gives us a thing. He gives us a thing, and he do. There we go. Here we go. After you hatch it, will this be your first shiny Charizard? Correct. It will be. Boo. One egg remains before the break. Dun, 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 dun. I've been hunting in a manner of different game. And still no luck yet, but taking a break from that to play other games. There's too many games, man. There's too many pecking games. Too many pecking games. Here's the final one before a break. Boo! 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 That is all. I'm gonna grab the next egg, and then we're gonna take the break. The opportunity for the break is here. And we shall take it. With everything we have. Alright. I'm gonna go for a break. When we return, please, for the love of God, the shiny would be nice. I'll be back in just a moment. I should probably add a face large thing to my stream deck, and also I have to sneeze immediately, so give me a second. Ah! the sneeze attack has arrived, and I think this is the 2024 one, yeah. This is my 2024 St. Jude Children's Research Hospital Twitch hoodie for raising however much it was for the original Switch Up Shuffle. How much did we raise for Switch Up Shuffle 1? I can't remember off the top of my head. Something tells me it was 1,250. I don't think that's right. No, I don't think that's right at all. Let me just... We're right here, I can have a look. Switch Up Shuffle for St. Jude. 1,230. I was off by $20. So yeah. We raised that, and I got this, and it's quite nice. The box from this year is actually laying down over there. I showed it on stream before, if I remember correctly, but that is just me reminiscing on that event. And also, I don't know, just having a bit of fun. Let's get back to the shiny hunt. That was the only bright spot in 2024, let's be real here. Because last year was an absolute train wreck and a half. Speaking of train wrecks, this shiny hunt. Speaking of train wrecks, this Beck and Shiny hunt. What a kick in the head. If that had been the shiny, I would have been actually very upset. I would have been very mad. Very MAD. Med. But it wasn't, so we're fine for now. That is not the right button. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons right now. That is how the cookie crumbles at this present stage. I should also probably check whether or not that dude has a dude. It always feels like a Charmander looks shiny at the beginning of the hatch. Yeah, Pokefarms, it does that. It's really annoying. I will not, I can't sugarcoat that for you. That is really frustrating. But that is just how it is at this present stage. Sorry, I just need a quick second to do something behind the scenes here. And there we go. Sorry about that. I just was quickly trying to wrap something up behind the scenes here. So I've done it now. I look a lot brighter on the left side because I haven't fully finished it off. Right side, excuse me. Your left, camera's left, my right. Does that make sense? I don't know. Logic. Logic and magic. But yeah, that glow immediately as the Charmander hatches is really annoying. Because you expect for it to be the actual shiny, and it's not. And it does get very frustrating very quickly. but that is just how it be. Where am I going? There I'm going. Where's Zach going? Zach going over there. Still doing his best, still trying his best. Being his best. I sent it to a box. I didn't realize I had everything full. Damn it. Charmander, you do not get to escape me. Eggmander. You come here, you go into that box, and you live there. That's your space now. You don't get to escape me that easily. That's your space. You get back in your home. That is your home. Happy Gilmore talking to that golf ball. This is your home. Go into your home. Bum, 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 bum. Got Mario Paint stuck in my head and I don't know why. Side note, I've not actually touched Mario Paint. I should give it a go. But also, I don't have an artistic bone in my body. So... that would explain why I haven't touched Mario Paint. I know Rainding has. Rainding's been having a lot of fun with Mario Paint. I know that one for sure. Yee. Da 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 da. Ah! Macago jump scare. What's your preferred method of releasing all the extras? Pokemon Home. It's just so easy. It's just super easy to do. I believe that should be the right one. Yes, cool. Switch app or mobile app? Switch app. I don't have the mobile app. I actually keep forgetting that the mobile app exists. The Noah answer? Noted. I'm just traveling up and down the road. Still got Mario Paint on the brain. Can't blame me there. That's just how it's gonna be. Baby. Baby. That is just how it's gonna be. Traveling along this frickin' road. I am just here to go, and I am just trying to go home with a shiny on my arm. I don't know. Ah, yes. Nintendo, thank you for showing me the Switch 2 first look trailer again at the end of the year. Yes. You want to use a combination to be optimal, transfer them into home using the Switch app. Then you can release 100 at a time, no relog necessary on the mobile app. Noted. Thank you. Because the Switch app is fine, but you can only do 30 at a time, single box. And then you have to relog every 100 releases. You can... There is an option to swap said thing, if I remember correctly. It's... You press a specific button and you get the full list of Pokemon coming down. And you can release 100 that way, but... I see what you mean. But you're talking about releasing them on the mobile app, if I remember correctly. Also, I can't believe I'm being backseat gamed for an application, but there you go. What the hell was that? I had to double check that my Switch, my Joy-Con 2 controller didn't pick up again. Have I got the thing? Duly noted. Route 210. Oh? Give me the egg. That way we can continue on enjoying the fun and hopefully getting the shiny Pokemon. That would be nice. That would be real nice. We're almost close to wrapping up this box. I have to sneeze again. I do not have a completed Sword or Shield save file. No. Do I have the shiny charm in that game? I actually don't remember. Maybe I do. I can't remember. It has been a pecking while since I played Sword and Shield. But in terms of a living dex in that game, as in non-shiny Pokemon, I definitely don't have that. I do know that there is specific Pokemon that you can get by uploading the Pokemon into your Pokemon home, but I just don't have that. Even without the shiny charm, it's significantly faster in Sword and Shield and BDSP. Because of how the steps are calculated in that game, you basically... takes you double the time to hatch an egg. I don't need advice on how to do my shiny hunting. I chose to do this. This is my decision. I bear the consequences. You reap what you sow. We have done Masuda method in Sword and Shield before. It is fun. I just wanted to try and do this hunt in here because I could. And I have. And I regret it. Not really, but you know what I mean. Good Yesum Seal. You'll get it eventually? I'm sure I will. I am quite stubborn like that, but that's just how it be. We're almost at 1,400. We're 7 away from that total. My goodness. One, 3, 9 for all that came off like a yell, just raw. I'll end up giving away a copy of ZA if Zach gets the shiny or not. I don't remember if it was for the shiny or not for the shiny. I really should write things down. It links back to the conversation we had with Amber about writing notes. Hey, JDB. It's all connected! For free! With Education Connection! Get connected! For free! Oh my gosh. Education Connection. That's gonna be stuck in my head now. Frickin' hell. It's all connected. What we hatching? Luckstruck. Excuse me, not Lovestruck. Luckstruck. We're hatching Charmander. We're hatching the Char. 1,394 is our current number. Masuda methoding in BDSP, and it is not working out for us. Apologies for getting your name wrong earlier. Very stubborn Charmander. Super stubborn Charmander. Super stubborn. We'll get there eventually, though. That is the hope and the dream and the guesstimate. Just a very stubborn Charmander. You come over here. What bonuses do you have applied? No shiny charm. And just pure vibes. No shiny charm and just pure vibes. Foreign Ditto, foreign Charmander, Charizard. So a really weird way of doing this, but it's the way we have it, and that's the way we're gonna do it. Very quirky, that's just how it be. Any stats or moves on the babies? No. I don't think so. I can double check really quick. We'll just use this one as our example. Dragon Rush. Just Dragon Rush. No idea why, but pure quirk, all vibes. That's what we're going with. Dragon Rush is pretty dope though. It do be. It absolutely do be. Just double checking some stuff on the side here. Sorry, chat. There we go. 4 encounters away from 1,400. Somehow, some way, we have reached that. It is ridiculous how that is the way that it is. Unless we get it here, or within the next 2. To stop us from 1,400. What's the other Pokemon besides Foreign Char? It is Ditto. Just normal, everyday Australian Ditto. Good to see you. Your Ditto and Blah are doing just fine. They seem to get along. And they've been getting along real well, considering they've had that many freaking eggs. They've been getting along super well. That'll tell you everything. What a time for you to come in, Chi. What a time. We were talking about just how many eggs this poor Ditto and Charizard have made. Hoi! How are you doing? I hope you're well. I gotta drink. We are double odds. 1,397. And pure vibes at the moment. Eepy? Eepy. Can't blame you there. Eepy. This is exactly as we thought it would be. Pain beyond belief. It looks shiny every time. I know, that's the big frustration about it. Is that it does look shiny every time. It got me really good twice last week. This week, I just went, I know. I know it's not shiny. I'm just prepared for you to do your fake little troll. This is why I've been nicknaming this hunt the Troll Egg Hunt. Point proven. Point absolutely proven just then. I am fully convinced that when we check out the Spiritomb after this, hi Private Butter, after we check out the Spiritomb, I am guaranteeing you the Spiritomb would be shiny quicker than what the Charmander is being. Because the Charmander is brutal like that. Hang on. Help is on its way. I'll be there as fast as I can. Hang on. Tiny voice did say, somewhere deep inside is a shine. Sorry. 1,400, chat. Boo. I think the hunt made me never want to do Masuda again. Was doing a shiny Pichu Masuda hunt in SV. Kochi! As easy as it is, it sucked the soul out of me. Because it was still Switch 1 era SV. Oh boy. SV, the most painful to hatch eggs in. I will never, ever in my life understand why on earth they decided to make... Why the hell they decided to break the breeding mechanics in that game is what they did. It's perfectly fine going to a daycare and then going up and down for 4 years. Why the hell did they break it in the way that they did? I will never understand. The fact that you got a picnic to pick them up and then got to close the picnic to run around drives me crazy. Yeah! Big time! Big time. Why did they choose to do it that way? I've got no idea. When it's perfectly fine giving an old man and his wife a job running the daycare and then going up and down a straight line for 400 years. Give me that over what they did in Scarlet and Violet any day of the week. Do 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 do. Bum bum bum. Ay, ay, ay. I forgot how many steps this game requires to hatch eggs. It's a lot. This is my curse and I will live with it. See, I kind of get it, but I do prefer daycare. I think it was supposed to be to let the player have control. It was a 1 step forward, 2 step back kind of thing. I get ya. I get ya. CJ, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Something slightly annoying me in my hand. Apologies for that. 1,402. So we are over odds in BDSP Masuda method. Required a temporary material-based power-up to get the egg. Requiring a temporary material-based power-up to get eggs also hurt me inside. The egg power-up thing has to go big time. Why? Again, the mechanics. The mechanics. Old Zack Man yells at Cloud, basically. In my opinion, they could have launched both a daycare and a picnic plus egg power. Yeah. I didn't even realize it was required either, to be completely honest with you, CJ, but there you go. But only having picnic plus egg power was a true pain. Mm-hmm. Egg power itself isn't required, but it's something dummy like 1 egg per 30 minutes with no power? Ew. Just that, work at Lisa, that clip. Cinder knows the one I'm talking about if she's still here. Ugh! And that's what I feel when I look at what was just said in the chat. 1 egg per 30 minute with no egg power is a big ugh. It better be an 8-bit drum remote that is annihilated damn. Side on you worthless shoe. 2023 Zackman knew what was up. Is that when Tears of the Kingdom came out? 2023? Yes, it was, because 2023 was Soaring Skyward, and then a few weeks later, Tears of the Kingdom came out. I'm stealing this insult? Oh no. 2023? Yeah. I still am yet to get Age of Imprisonment. That's on my phone, though. A good game. A good game, apparently. Oh, I would like to get game, but we shall see. That is not a thing for people to start attacking my phone, just FYI. I already have an egg. The egg is mine. No, I already have an egg. The egg is mine. Your egg. No, I'm not finishing that sentence. Finishing that sentence would be a bad idea. No, I'm retracting that statement. I'm withdrawing my statement, Your Honor. Go on. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, No. No. Oh my god. Doing that reminds me of the fact that I found that, while looking at buy one, get one free retro games today from EB Games. I found Barnyard for the Wii. No. I did not get it. Just an FYI, I did not get Barnyard for the Wii. Moo. I also found Billy the Wizard. I found freaking Bizzard the Wizard. Don't call you calling me a coward. You're a coward. You coward. You're a coward. 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 My wallet was already crying as much as it has been, JDB. My wallet was crying. Yes. Yes. No. Yeah, no. You cannot insult me. I usually am when I call others true. So a good human being. Damn, got him. Got him, chap. Got him. That's not shiny. He got me. You peck face. You absolute little peck face. I hope you fall into a pecking peck, you peck. This is the Torchic line. We're just here. Bam, 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 bam. Frick, if I had a tree for all the times I passed out on a stream, I'd be in a forest. You would be. I'm about to play Sparkling Zero in VR with a first-person mod. You're gonna die. You're going to die, JDB. Why would you do this to yourself? Just straight up, JDB has decided to die. The funeral will be on Thursday. My gosh. From motion sickness or the punches? You decide. The answer is both. Can we reschedule because I have to punch a snowman that day? Chi, I want a video. Chi, I want a video. I demand a video. I demand the video of you punching a snowman. Okay, excellent. I win. I can't believe it's punch a snow... It's a punch a snowman that day, Thursday. If the snow is sticky enough, I'll make a sacrificial snowman. Snowman. Snow. Jon Snow. I don't know why I'm going like that. Charmander, you and me are gonna have an issue, and it is going to be a big one. Would you believe me if I said I hatched 2 shiny Charmanders only one egg apart this week? I would believe you, because that's probably just some bullshinks a lot. I still need an answer, Zachman. I am not responsible for your death, JDB. You choose what you want to. The sacrificial snowman is 14% cute. What's the closest snowman character you've got, JDB? Go get your shinks mixed by a snowman. You must hatch duds for others to hatch shinies. I am the sacrificial lamb. I get the duds, so you people get the shinies. There is no playable snowman in Sparkling Zero. I said what's the closest. What's the closest? I don't know. Go on, Chi. Chi, damn it. Damn it, Shimichi. Coward. You coward. You coward. No, I'm joking. I'm mad, actually. You know what? I'm no longer joking. You're a coward. You're a coward. Coward. I'm joking. Well, no. Dude. Oh god, I have been pinged. I have been DM'd. Yeah, I can't read that out loud. Oh my god. I can't read that out loud. All I'm saying is that after this, both of these Pokemon are getting spayed. Okam, is the Okam? Okam, you're gonna have to ask yourself here if you really wanted to tune in at that point. How do you spade a pile of sludge? Very carefully. Don't ask silly questions. All do. I ain't your dad. Brainding reposted a Shantae with a bikini. That's all you're gonna get. Oh my good lord. Chi, go back to bed. It is time for you to sleep. I'll be in the background. How dare you call me out, Zackington? I do what I want, Rain Ding Randifum. I do what I want, Rain Ding. You know this. Again, it circles back. Surely the shiny is in the next group of 5. Pokefarms hasn't even been here for for a day and is already done with this Charmander hunt like I am. Love to see it. I had ads on, so I missed some shenanigans. It's okay, Okam. You're all good. You didn't miss Shinx. Maybe the sludge mixed together to make life. I need Chi sent to the back rooms for a little bit. I shoot the lights out. I don't know. Go to the back rooms, Chi. You gotta go for a bit. Your brain needs to go stoppity stop. You gotta stop. Why you gotta be like this? You gotta stop. The clips off. There you go. Never to be seen again. For now. Oh. Oh. Here comes the shine. I may have lied. I may have lied, chat. Just a innocent little lie between friends, okay? Just a small little lie between friends. It's fine. You get it. You got it. You're good. If this thing shines during this stream, I'm quitting life. I couldn't blame you. I hope it don't. I over there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, wahoo. Wah the who, you know? More wood, oh my god. That reminds me, actually, Spubby streamed just yesterday. Not yesterday, the day I played yeah, it was just yesterday. What am I on about? And she finally got to 50 followers on Twitch. So yay, she's now affiliated, or getting to affiliate, which is funny as frick. And I also think it means a Sonic Rush game or something along those lines. One of the Sonic Riders, excuse me, I know what I'm talking about. One of the Sonic riding games. I can't believe this, Shinx. Oh. I have no idea why I said it like that, but there you go. 15 to go. We're halfway home. Or we're halfway to the end of the stromp, is what I should say. Halfway to the end of stream. Well, over halfway, but you know what I mean. We're 15 away from the end of stream is what I'm trying to get at. We could be back on Thursday with more of this. Who knows? I will figure out the schedule soon, TM. Real soon, TM. Unless we get this thing now, in which case, please, and thank you. That would be lovely. Now, I would just like to get it done. That, I think, is the main thing. Give me your egg. Do you have something next on the list after you finish Charmander? Yes, we'll be going back to Shining Pearl for a hunt that I don't know what I will do there, but we will figure it out as we go along. Because honestly, Charmander was not meant to be my next hunt. It just became my next hunt because it was taking too damn long. Ain't that always the way? That's always the way with shiny hunting sometimes. Sometimes your next target is not meant to be your next target, and you just end up having to cop it, basically. This is ridiculous. And Shining Pearl's even worse because we don't even have 3 badges in that game yet. We don't even have 2. I don't think. Yeah, no, we don't have 2 yet. So that one's just all culminating with a big shiny not Dialga. We've already got Dialga. Why do I keep saying Dialga? Shiny Palkia hunt. Which will be a thing. It will be a thing, alright. That is for sure. Up, then down, then up, then down. That is the sign that we are just waiting for this thing to shine at this point. We're also just a tiny bit away from the end of stream tonight, which is fine. We have been going for around 2 hours and 20, less than that if you're watching back on Zachman 103 Archives. But hey. Aw, someone's live that I really wouldn't mind raiding into, but they're playing Legend ZA and I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Frick. Because that person's live for the first time in literally yonks, but I can't raid into them because they're playing ZA and I haven't finished ZA. No spoilers, please. Ah. Makes me sad because they're a good person as well. Go. Ah. Go, go. Go, go. Bum, bum, bum. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then 30. Cool. It's still good. It's still good. What's the math? 11. I can math. I will shake my head as I lie. Big time. $1,420. Banner. $1,420. You give me the egg now, and then we continue on. We've got 10. We've got 10. 10 to go. Then a cheeky look at the Spiritomb, and then 5 years of waiting to... I don't know. Five years of waiting for the game to reload, as it has that issue with the brakes. If the Spiritomb shines, I swear to God, I'm expecting it. Let's put it this way. I'm expecting for that Spiritomb to shine before this Charmander does. I will collectively lose my Shinx, absolutely. But that is besides the point. That is besides the point. That'd be so funny, but so irking. Yes. Absolutely. Do you want more? At least it has a cool palette, if I remember correctly. Yes, I believe it just turns blue. Goes from pink to blue. Or purple to blue. Something to blue. Sacre bleu. I don't know. Sorry. I had to do it. You know, Zachman had to do it to him. You suck. Why am I doing the Final Fantasy victory theme for that? I got no idea. We'll just rock with it. Yep, it's that time. It's getting to that time. I'm out of tune, even though I wasn't in tune. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I'm sorry about that. Unfortunately, we're still here looking for this frickin' shiny. When the hell will it shine? No one peckin' knows. If it's at all possible. Am I gonna get a clap for that, or are just people gonna be confused by that? Either way, understandable. Have a nice day. Do 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 da 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 da. Oh. Zoom. We go zoom. Oops, oops. Whoops, oops. There we go. 7 to go. 7 peck and pokes. I return. Welcome back, JDB. How are you still alive after your shinks? I got no idea, but that's just how it's gonna be. This thing will not shine for me tonight. That is for sure at this point. You don't deserve a nickname. You're not good enough. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's just a bit... It's not good enough. That's not good enough. Why is the rum gone? That's not good enough. Why is the rum gone? JDB says, I am dead. I now completely understand why Goku was screaming in pain when Broly was slamming him and scraping him against ice in Dragon Ball Super Broly. Jesus. Yeah, no, yeah, you're gone. Yeah, you're gone. You're gone, you're gone. When you're gone, you know? That's just how it is. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get your shinks mixed, sometimes it just happens. That's it. That's it for you. That's it for JDB. Brr, brr, brr. Brr, brr, brr. For clarification, it's exclamation mark socials with an S. There's 5 to go. Broly was making that man reconsider fighting ever again. Yeah. Just a hunch. Just a small little hunch. Oh, alert. There we go. Four to go. Gained the lead. Lost the lead. Also, being in the point of view of characters really makes you realize how they didn't realize how cool they looked during anything. That is how that cookie crumbles. Of course you don't know what you look like, how cool you look when you're doing anything. Because you don't necessarily get to see yourself. A lot of the times. Even here. I still don't like looking at myself directly in the camera, but that's just how it is. Four just became 3 to go. Will we see the shine? Please, I hope so. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. It's the inverse of Beat Saber's problem. You feel so cool, but look so stupid. Something along those lines, I guess. Harmonize with me, chat. Ah! Oh my gosh. Doopy-doo. Actually, I just got reminded of something that I still need to do. My tailbone hurts. Hopefully I wrote it down. If I didn't, I will be sad. I didn't, so let me just quickly... What the hell is the edit message button? There it is. What the hell happened here? Hold on, sorry. Gotta make some corrections here. There we go. Alright, back to it. We hit the wall. Ocam says, in before this becomes another Dialga. Technically it has, because it's already gone double odds. Technically it has, because it's gone double odds. And yes, I hate it. Dialga Charm, no! No, Rainding! You can't do this to me! You can't do this to me, Rainding. How pecking dare you? Why did you do this to me? Name it that? Hell no. Why not? Because I'm not that brutal. Don't you E me? Don't you E? How dare you E? What the frick? I don't have another thing. So if I play Fusion, fuse a Charmander and a Dialga. No! I'm genuinely checking my E board. Holy shinks, I'm struggling. My keyboard. My keyboard, because it looks like my E key is breaking. No worries. My E board, I'm done. I'm done. I'm out. An E-board is just a keyboard with all E keys. Oh no. You're right, but oh no. Oh, final egg. Final egg. Is it shiny? It goes again. It's on again. Whoa. This game's so bad for me. We continue the hunt. 1,430 eggs. Chi, look away now because we're gonna check the Spiritomb. Here comes the check. If this is shiny, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god, it's not. Thank gosh. Gosh. We're so safe, chat. We're so in. We're alive, we're well, we're safe, we did it. And that, my friends, is that for another week. Perhaps I'll see what I want to do on Thursday. It may be more of this. We don't know. Might be more of this. But we shall see. I clicked the wrong button. That's the button I meant to click. There we go. Something had to go wrong at least once tonight. There you go. Thank you for the stream, chat. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Y'all are great. Schedule for the rest of the week comes out tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And yeah. Check out my socials. There they are. Discord, YouTube, Stream Archives, YouTube, TikTok, and Blue Sky. As for now, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you guys on Thursday for another stream. Is it gonna be more Pokemon Ring and Diamond, or am I gonna think of something else to play? I'll figure it out. Cheers, everybody.